everyone, Josie here, Let at 50 and Beyond. Thanks for joining me here on my channel. Today I am going to be showing you how I will add casters that I got at Amazon to this mopsticks so that I can have a rolling cart. If you haven't seen this DIY yet, you may be wondering what I have. It's an inverted DIY freestanding organizer that I just created, and I'm going to be linking in the upper right hand corner the original video when I created this about 2 weeks ago, I believe. I asked on that video, whoever wants to see me add casters, please let me know in the comments section, and quite a few folks have mentioned that they want to see it. The biggest challenge really for me when I was trying to test this out is that casters aren't cheap. Now, I just so happen to have 4 of these because I have those plastic rolling bins that they sell at Walmart, and one of them, I broke one of the shelves. Figured might as well use these casters and probably drill a hole, and then you can just insert it and probably reinforce it with a tie at the bottom, or even use super glue or E6000. I also want to show you that the cheapest I found, which is great, but it's not available all throughout the United States, and they don't sell online. And it's from the 99 cents only store. They do sell this. This is for their spring collection. The pot stand with wheels, and it's 11 inches. This made of wood. I really like this. I know a lot of you don't have a 99 cents only store. So if you have casters that didn't cost you an arm and a leg, this is a project that you would probably be able to pull off, provided you have the tools, the drills, and also extra, epoxy or heavy duty glue. Drill here, if you have a drill bit, you can do that. But let me show you another inexpensive option. This is the cheapest I found other than the 99 cent store that could be something that you all can avail of, provided you have Amazon or Prime, and it's free shipping and handling. This one, of course, compared to this, it's smaller. It's about half an inch. This one is like 2 inches. But the good thing about this, and this is what I'm going to demo, the good thing about this, simpler and using zip ties and glue, it's doable. And yeah, it's still gonna roll. I will go ahead and put it here, and what I'm gonna do is apply hot glue first. I'm not gonna do E6000 first. Imagine that I do the E6000 already, because again, I can do this with or without wheels. I'm just demoing to you. This one, by the way, for a pack of 4 is $6.99. It came with the screws, but you don't have anything to line up for the screws unless you remove this and probably drill it all the way down there, which probably will work. But I'm not gonna make things complicated for you, because they don't call me the queen of zip ties for nothing. That's a joke, okay? Don't think that my head has grown big because of that title. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. You can see this is the first time I'm gonna give it a shot. I've heated my glue, and ideally, like I said, you may want to put E6000 just so it can hold better, rather than just hot gluing it. But I'm gonna do the hot glue here. Now I am going to be inserting this one, putting it on top, the one with the concave shape. Let's put this closer here so you can see, onto the center, onto the middle here. Not the flat, because it's gonna be wider that way, not the flat line, but the one that curves. So in case you're gonna buy the same thing, okay? And then you can actually put this here, okay? Now use bigger zip ties if you can, but I'm using the smaller, not the smallest, a smaller zip tie, so that it's easier for me to kind of put together. Here's a trick. Maybe if I bend it a little bit upwards like this. Yeah, okay, it may work. Oh, there you go. It did work. Okay, there you go. Now I can pull this and tighten it. Now the only thing is you gotta make sure that this isn't blocking. That's the reason why I'm using the medium size like this, so that this one, see, if I put them there, it's gonna swivel around it. So maybe I need to cut this and insert it at the bottom. Let's see if that's gonna work. Because I wanna use this swivel thing, right? One down. Let's try it this way. This is even gonna be trickier. Okay, so I'm gonna do a backwards kind of thing. So, you can bend it so that it will be a hook. Okay, great. So now, see this? This is gonna be facing down where you're gonna insert the zip, and then there it's gonna be on the other side. Now it's gonna get trapped into those areas that are we're holding the rope or the rug, but it's, you know, you just need to maneuver it. So here it is, see that? When it works, it makes that sound. So now it's on the opposite side, see here? Now, this one can freely move around, see that? And then I can cut this, see? That bulky thing that was blocking earlier, let me show it to you, is now underneath. So it just needs a little patience. So let me show you again on this other side. Okay, but if you put really tough super glue with hot glue, I'm pretty sure it will work, but the zip tie will make it even better. Look at that, it's spinning without anything hampering it. So let me just show it to you again. When I insert this, this will be facing down, okay? So I'll insert from here. Right? So that it is facing inside, not outside. But I'm doing this to make a hook so that it'll come out. There we go. See, it's much easier now because I'm getting the hang of it. And then this one is facing down because that's where I'm going to insert my tie. And then I'm going to go onto the other side. And I could probably kind of straighten that up a little bit or bend it on the opposite side. See? Now it's here. Now, let it loose for now. Ooh. And then, see, pull this tight like that, and then put it underneath here. See? Now, it's underneath again when you lock it. Tight as possible. There. I was able to put in 2 zip ties. So now what I'm going to do here is just to reinforce this again, probably add a little bit more hot glue here on this side where the zip connects to the caster, so that it's not going to loosen up with wear and tear. And then do the same thing here. Make sure when you're doing this that the caster is facing on the side like this. Oh, sorry. Wasn't showing you. I put some glue here. and on the other side too, but make sure when you do that that this one isn't touching the glue, or else it may not move anymore. And then cut this side here. So that's just an extra reinforcement. Okay, you see the crevice, and then I push it down, push it down. Make sure that the wheel is on the side so that it doesn't get stuck. Let me show you what I've done here. See that? It will move. Another way to reinforce too, before I forget, which I always say, at the end of the zip, put some more glue so that it will not get unraveled. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the other wheels, and I'll show it to you being functional. Okay, I got my 4 casters on, and I just wanna also mention, I didn't mention it, but I'm sure maybe if you're observant you would have noticed it already, but this is where I put also the zip ties on the curved part, not the straight part, because this is longer. And plus, it will not capture this part here, you know, this support. It will not capture, so you always go with the curved side, okay, when you are tying the zip ties. I hope I am clear on that. So let's give this a whirl. Okay, let's try this out. Oh yeah, it is a rolling cart. Total of this project will cost you, for the base, for 5 shelves and the 4 mop handles is about $9. So now you think to yourself, do I want to make this or do I want to buy it? Now I showed you the cheapest way with the $6.99 that's available all throughout the United States, and it is spinning right now. That's it, everyone, for this tutorial. I hope I'm able to inspire you to add wheels just in case you need to. But again, bear in mind, wheels aren't inexpensive. I'm showing you here on the screen some of the shops that I checked online with sort of affordable pricing. Again, consider the total price of all the materials you're going to use and see if it's worth adding wheels or not, or even creating this project, because there are some carts, although they only have 3 shelves, carts that are more durable. I have to be honest with you, this isn't as durable as the IKEA Roscog, of course, right? And also those that are made of steel, like the IKEA Roscog that they sell at Michael's or Target. However, if you want to create something inexpensively, shop around for the materials also that you're going to use, especially the wheels. Again, like I said, it's not inexpensive, but sometimes it is affordable depending on your needs. So hope you all are having a great day, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share to anyone who may be interested in creating their own carts. And I'll talk to you again on my next video. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.